Welcome, friends. So glad that you're interested in more information about the interpersonal mindfulness teacher training that'll happen in Amsterdam in October of 2027. I'm Phyllis Hicks. I live in the US.
I'm Rosalie Dores. I live in the UK in Sussex.
And I'm Kevin Fong. I currently live in Beijing, China.
Thank you. You can see that we're spread across the world. So we'd like to first just say, why teach? Why would you come to this training? And that each of us might answer that personally in a brief way, and then also to talk a bit more about the training itself. So when I answer that question for myself, and I've been teaching this practice now for probably almost 30 years. So why? And why is it so fresh? It brings a tremendous amount of joy. It's not, and the joy is multiplied with each contact. Now, how rare is that in life? Because often human contact leads to stress, but there's a way to be aware while relating that actually can lead to joy, to wisdom, to compassion. And that's why I teach. It's learning how to be aware in the midst of relating is more than just a skill. It's actually a path of practice in life. So regardless of which, whether I'm the teacher or the participant, to touch into this practice space and to feel that it's also a shared value system for honoring life and other human beings and the environment deeply grounds me. So how about you? How about you, Kevin?
Well, I have been practicing mindfulness for over 20 years. I've been teaching mainly MBSR since 2011. I started practicing relational mindfulness in the form of insight dialogue in 2014. Oh, when I started, really, it was really to help with my teaching of MBSR, especially in the class, in the interaction, in what they call the inquiry. When I find myself really nervous, when people start to share in the class and how I relate to them, I could not, really ground myself. And at that time, my supervisor introduced inside dialogue, this practice for me, and that's how I started. So in some way, I started this as a very technical, in a way, reason to start with. But soon I discovered that this is much more than just being a skill. It is like referring to what Felix has mentioned about being meeting another human being with mindfulness in the present moment, and actually being able to see the common humanity. Doesn't matter which continent or country that my practicing partner is, that there's so much we are in common that we can, even in the first time meeting another practicing partner, we can actually be present for each other and meet another person as a person, not as a teacher, participant, or any other role, but as a person. And that actually encouraged me to continue to teach and to share this practice till now. So I wish that I could be practicing with many of you in the future. And how about you, Rosie?
Yeah, so I've had a practice since 1992, and I've been teaching probably since about 2009, and MBSR predominantly, and then moving to teaching insight dialogue and interpersonal mindfulness. And one of the things that I recognized is how much of our lives is spent in relationship with other people. And our basic meditation practice or mindfulness practice provides us with skills for navigating and our inner life and developing insight internally. But it doesn't necessarily equip us for doing that interpersonally. And so when I discovered insight dialogue and interpersonal mindfulness, what I really discovered is a path of practice that included all of my life, all of my relationships, whether they be intimate relationships or professional relationships, that I, through interpersonal mindfulness, could develop skills like pausing, like relaxing, like opening, that would allow me to navigate my relational life in a way that contributed to an enrichment of my relationships, and also the capacity to reduce stress and difficulty in my relationships. So a very necessary path of practice for me personally, but also then it widening out to become really offer the possibility of supporting individuals, families, communities, societies, countries, and on. That relational mindfulness is a practice for our times. That's I love it. Yeah, so I hope you'll join us.
Yeah, thank you. So please feel warmly welcomed. You will be warmly, warmly welcomed in Amsterdam, and to take this journey with us. Thank you for your time.